What do the founding fathers, this circus animal, and this pesky little thing have to do with a pie? Stick around to find out. Shoofly pie is a classic and cozy American dessert filled with rich molasses and warm winter spices. Like so many vintage recipes, shoofly pie comes with several origin stories. This pie has long been associated with Pennsylvania Dutch cuisine. In the 1730s, Amish and Mennonite settlers from Europe are said to have created this pie using the limited items in their larder, which included molasses. Now, some historical accounts trace this pie back to 1876, when it started as a crustless molasses cake created to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. They called it Centennial Cake, and it is said that home bakers later added a crust to make it easier to eat with your hands and perfect for breakfast alongside a cup of coffee. So how did it get the name Shoofly pie? The obvious answer is the literal one. The flies are attracted to the sticky, sweet molasses filling. But that's not the fun answer. Lore has it that the name comes from a brand of molasses called Shoofly molasses, which was rumored to be named after a circus animal that toured Pennsylvania in the 19th century named Shoo-Fly the boxing mule. The mule wore boxing gloves, stood on its hind legs, and boxed horses. Now, it's hard to know for sure, but the mule may have been named after a popular song from the 1860s called Shoo-Fly Don't Bother Me, but the answer may be lost to history. The pie itself has stood the test of time, so let's bake one. There are so many variations of this recipe in my vintage recipe collection, and perhaps one day I'll go on a journey to find the best version. But for now, I'm using a recipe from the Pennsylvania Dutch Cookbook from 1961 that my friend Lisa gave me. It couldn't be easier to throw together. First, you whisk together flour, salt, warm winter spices, and brown sugar. You then work cold butter into this mixture until it's crumbly. Next, you whisk together molasses, water, baking soda, and an egg yolk, and then assemble the pie by layering the crumb with the liquid mixture, ending with the crumb. It's very liquidy and it's hard to see what the eventual outcome might be, but trust me, once it's baked, this pie is out of this world. There are two variations of shoofly pie, wet bottom, which is gooey on the bottom, and dry bottom, which has more of a cake-like texture, and this one leans more towards the dry bottom version. The pie tastes like gingerbread with a sticky streak running through it and is absolutely delicious. Definitely serve this with whipped cream. It really elevates the dessert. The recipe's in the description below and on our website. Follow along for more vintage recipes like this one.